all who is watching this. I am Mackenzie901K, and in today's video we are going to be doing a ACOTAR reading vlog. So if you guys don't know, if you didn't watch one of my videos, I was talking about my reading wrap up of this whole year. I started ACOTAR in May, I think, and I got to chapter 10 and I just was not into ACOTAR, and I was so disappointed because ACOTAR is supposed to be so good, and here we are, we're doing a reading vlog over it because I've seen so many people talk about ACOTAR a lot more here lately, so it's really inspired me to. Okay, sorry, my camera battery rudely died on me. Long story short, didn't like this book to begin with, decided to pick it back up in fall, part of my fall TBR. So in today's video, we're going to try to finish this. I have been reading a little bit of it, and I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts in a little bit, but I have read some of it. I'm on chapter 27 now, which is a little bit further in than what I was, about 10 more chapters in than what I was, but so far it is a very okay book. I'm gonna finish this one today. I definitely can finish this today, but first I have a mini haul for you guys. It is very mini. There's 3 things in here, so let's go ahead with the first thing. The first couple things I got are not book related. The first thing that I got is Mario Kart 8. I am so excited to play this. My friend Chloe has this. It is so much fun to play, and I've really been into playing on my Switch. And then I also got, since I have another physical game instead of a digital game, I also got a case, and let's open it really quick. But it's like a little tiny case, and you can open it up. Whoa, what just fell out of here? Oh my god, they gave me little things. Shut up, I have so many now. They gave me little things, like little paw prints for my controller. I love these little things. Okay, so they gave me these little paw print things for my controller that go on the thumbsticks, and they gave me so many, there's so many colors. They give me black, and there's 2 pink ones, green, blue. I might give my boyfriend one of these. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. Your little game cartridges go in here, and it's a lot easier to carry around than carrying around the case that the disc comes in when you buy it. And then the last thing that I got is I actually got a book for my birthday. This is like a mini super early birthday gift because my birthday is not until next weekend, but this is Pumpkinheads by Faith Erin Hicks. It is a graphic novel, and for whatever reason I have been so into graphic novels, and I thought that this would be so fun to read because I'm planning on going to a pumpkin patch in a couple of weeks, so I thought this would be so fun to read right before we go to the pumpkin patch, because pretty much the premise is that these 2 characters work at a pumpkin patch, and I think it's their last day working in this pumpkin patch. It's Halloween night, and yeah, just look at it. It is so cute. I'm so excited to read it. Do you like it? Yeah, it's sick. Okay, so I just ate lunch. I wanted to sit down and kind of talk about what this book is about. For those of you who have not heard of ACOTAR, which if you haven't heard of ACOTAR, I feel like ACOTAR is the most popular book on BookTok ever. I feel like there's no other book. Maybe it ends with us, but this book, I feel like if you think of fantasy, you think of ACOTAR. So ACOTAR follows a girl named Pharah, and Pharah kills a wolf, but it's just not any typical wolf. It's a fae that can transform into a wolf, and as for her punishment, she has to go live the rest of her life in, I think it's Prithian. She has to go live the rest of her life in Prithian with a guy named Tamlin. Now, this is supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I can 100% see that. I haven't really read too many Beauty and the Beast retellings, but this one so far is really, really good. It's definitely giving Beauty and the Beast vibes. The only thing I will say is that Tamlin sucks. I know, well, I don't want to give too much away about the book. I don't like Tamlin, and I'm not the only one that I've heard say that they don't like Tamlin. Tamlin, for me, I don't see what there is to like. I personally would like Lucien more than Tamlin, because Tamlin's just, I don't know, I just don't really see him. I mean, he's not a very good love interest in my opinion. Anyway, so some of my thoughts on this book so far, being almost 250 pages in, it's not what I expected it to be. I expected so much more out of ACOTAR, I feel like, because this series, I'm going into it with pretty high expectations, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's really hard not to go into this series with really high expectations, just specifically because of the hype that is around this series. Like, it is so hyped up. There's probably at least 1 billion views on TikTok when you search up ACOTAR. So I have really high hopes for this book. The thing I think I love most about this book series is I think I love the atmosphere. I love learning about the world, because the world building, to me, it feels like it's coming along as the story plays out. This map, it's simple, but I love it. Like, it's got all the chords over here. People wise, I really like Pharah. I do. I think Pharah has potential to be a really strong character, which she is already. Like, she can hold her own. Being in a crazy fairy world, she can hold her own pretty well. Lucien is my favorite male character at the moment, because Lucien is just so funny. So I'm very excited to see where this story goes and to read the second one. Say hi.
Hi.
Where do I get out at? What do I do with him? Oh, got it. Oh, okay, now what?
Down there, but
Okay, how do I get...
L2.
L2?
L2.
This man is not worth going to the ends of the earth for. Okay, so I just got to, I have like 100 pages left roughly, and Pharah got someone in trouble. I think she's getting ready to head back to Perinthian now. She got sent home from Perinthian for like a minute. I don't know how to feel. Is it bad that I still like Resand better than Tamlin, even though Resand is supposed to be like the bad guy? Update on ACOTAR. I am on chapter 38 now, and I feel like it's really picked up. Overall, I am enjoying my time with this book. You're making the lighting on my face change so much. Okay, so far ACOTAR has been decent, but now I want you guys to go read this book for yourself, especially if you have not read it yet. But for those of you who know, you know, I'm not a big fan of Tamlin. I haven't been throughout the whole book. I don't know what to say, because so much is out in the universe about this book. Like, I don't want to turn anybody away from it. For those of you who know, I mean, you know, like, I feel like maybe it's because I already know what happens and like who she's gonna end up with. and like things like that. I already know that stuff because of how popular this series is. It's just crazy to me how much I really don't like Tamlin. And that's all I'm gonna say. I cannot wait to see where this second book is gonna go. I feel like this second book is gonna be so different than the first book. So that's my thoughts right now. I'm gonna finish this book up maybe tonight, probably tonight. I mean, at most I would finish it up in the morning, but I have like 8 chapters left or something like that. So I am really, really excited to see what happens at the end of this book.
It's Resand.
Chapters to go, and let's just say this story keeps getting crazier. And that's it. Wow. Okay, let's just say I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, so final thoughts. Wow, let's just say I am pleasantly surprised by ACOTAR. I think my rating right now, which probably will change in the morning, I think that my rating right now is going to be I want to say a 3.75 star rating. Just specifically because I just didn't love it, but wow, not wait to see Pharah in the next book because stuff went down, stuff happened. I'll give you my final thoughts in the morning when we have some better lighting and I look a little bit less rough. For right now, all I have to say, wow, period. Okay, so here we go. Final thoughts on ACOTAR. Wow. I'm still saying wow this morning because I did not expect the route that this book took. I expected this book to be, I don't know. I expected more out of this book than what I got. So I am still confused because of all the hype. Like, I feel like the series gets better as you read. I feel like I've heard a lot of people say they didn't really super duper enjoy the first book, but the second and third book are the two of the best books. So I don't know. Tamlin thoughts. I still am not the biggest fan of Tamlin. I don't hate him as a character, but I also think that there are better people in the world for Pharah, and what she did for Tamlin at the end of the story was really, I mean, putting it into perspective, I still do not understand why she did it. In the original Beauty and the Beast, I felt a connection between Belle and the Beast. In this, I just never really felt a connection between Tamlin and Pharah. I don't know, it just didn't feel like a connection like I thought it was gonna be. I expected Tamlin to be better. Thoughts on Pharah? Pharah was a really strong character throughout the book. I feel like she got stronger towards the end because she was fighting for love, and I feel like that is like the moral of this story, is that love can conquer all no matter what. Man, my AP teacher would be so proud of me. The message of love and doing things for people that truly care about you really carried throughout this book. At the end of the day, Pharah done everything she could for the people that that she cared about. Thoughts on Lucien. Lucien, he was funny, but I felt bad for him because of specifically some things that had happened to him. Thoughts on Resand. I hope I'm saying his name right. If not, please comment below, but I'm pretty sure his name is Resand. I don't want to give too much away about the book. So I'm trying to be very vague, but Resand is probably my favorite male character in this book. I just love how he's supposed to be the bad guy, but he was still really nice to Pharah in the end. I cannot wait for the next book. Like, I am gonna start the next book maybe, but I feel like I'm not going to finish it this month because there are other spooky, witchy books that I want to read, and I have a whole video planned for all of next week where I'm reading more fun fall reads. I feel like the plot overall was, I mean, it was simple, but it was also confusing. The romance in this book, even though I did not like Tamlin, I still feel like the fantasy was done, or the romance, I feel like the romance was done well. My final rating of ACOTAR is a 4 out of 5 stars. I know, big shocker, because I couldn't get through the first half of the book forever. It took me forever to get halfway through this book, but I did really enjoy the ending, and I feel like the ending saved it for me. I definitely recommend that you go and read ACOTAR. For the characters, I feel like, I don't know, the characters just felt like real people. Even though this is like a first book and we just barely got to know like a glimpse of their lives, I feel like they are going to be just wonderful, a wonderful group of characters. Not only did I love the characters, I feel like the world was really simple but beautiful, and I haven't felt this way since I read The Cruel Prince. Like, I was immersed in the world, like the way they describe like the meadow singing or the woods singing, something like that. The way they described that was so beautiful, and I felt like I was there and I could hear it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment if you've read ACOTAR, and let's talk about ACOTAR in the comments. But be sure to put spoiler warnings though if you do want to say anything spoiler-y. Be sure to put spoiler warnings because I really want people to go and read this book, and I don't want it to be spoiled for them like some things have been spoiled for me. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye. Or I will see you guys next time. That is my outro. Bye bye.